old guy apparently at like one point in the tour was like filming him. He's like, "Sir, are you filming me after I explicitly asked you not to?" And we were like, "Oh shit, let's go,
Damn.
world star."
Throw it.
Yeah, are we recording?
Yeah, we're.
Boom. No Prisoners podcast. We lost a lot of good men out there in the past week.
Damn.
You know, we had our boy Tyler go down.
I was like, where's he going with this? Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, so we had a guest lined up for this episode, and basically, you know those single wheel scooter things. Which one did we figure out? What style single wheel scooter took our boy?
It was just a one wheel, like your standard.
That one. It's not the one you like crotch over.
Nah, bro. It went like a.
Because see the one
like
with
one
the
of these?
yeah, like that one's. I don't know.
Oh nah. It was one of these.
I wonder which one's more difficult. But back to the. We got to do something about these. We need regulation. We almost lost a great one out there.
Bro, he said afterwards he was reading all the lawsuits of people that sued one wheel because someone has died on it. I think there's been like 14.
No joke. Tyler's not here because he got mildly messed up by the road. The road came to him. That's how fast he was going. It's like it went warp speed. And if you ever see warp speed, you're always like, how are they just flying around at light speed and like they don't hit anything while they're at light speed? Well, like occasionally when you're at light speed, you hit a meteor like in the middle of your flight.
Exactly.
Right? And Tyler was going so fast that the earth came up and hit him. He flew into the earth.
You know how people get in street fights? Andrew, you know how people get in street fights?
I thought you were going to be like, yes, I do know how people get in street fights.
Yeah, well, Tyler got in a fight with the street.
Oh.
It didn't go very well, fortunately. It's all good, though.
Damn, dude. Yeah, he scraped up his hoe hitters, and like he had, like,
yeah, man.
His hands were. The weird part is like usually when you crash, you scrape the bottoms of your palms,
correct,
like, palm down. Tyler was going so fast, he didn't even have time to like deploy his mitts.
Just
he literally just.
Yeah, man.
What was he doing? It's like he was
praying
praying
to Jesus?
He was praying to God. That's the only thing I could come up with.
Oh man,
our boy was praying to God, and then hit the pavement.
Tyler, if you're listening to this, we love you, man. It's just all love.
Yeah, we were worried about you, but like in all seriousness, though, like how bad he looked. Like, what if he like? It could have been bad. Could have been bad.
Could have been really bad.
TBI, dare I say it? Traumatic brain injury.
Oh man, he fucking cheated death that day, dude.
I kind of like low key. I mean, it was funny because he was okay, but like low key, like I feel like that could have ended pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that would have been really bad.
Shout out to Dale for letting Tyler go out.
Yeah,
almost in style.
Almost in style.
Yeah, he almost went out.
Yeah, but he's doing fine, and we're back. You know, and who are the other fallen men?
We have many fallen men.
Damn.
We have the Service Brothers.
Damn.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to Service Boys.
For today.
Just for today. And Evan.
Yeah, they just forgot. They were standing in for Tyler. I was going to try and make like a Tyler the Creator kind of improv, but like all I came up with Crasher. And it just wasn't that funny.
I think it's funny.
But I like kind of stepped over my words. I felt like I had to tell everybody that whatever.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah, and then Evan, who's visiting from his new home, California, and apparently he's too busy for us.
Yeah, California.
He's probably sick. He's probably brought that California vid with him. So we might have dodged a bullet anyway.
Might have.
I feel like we need to get a one wheel for the studio, and then just like everyone that comes by has to try it just to see. Because like if we can get some more people hurt, maybe it'll make Tyler feel better.
We get some more people hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not alone, dude.
Yeah, like it's taken many a boy out there.
Yeah, apparently, dude.
But
She's dangerous.
Yeah. It's the kid's poor hoe headers, man. Throw it in there second time.
Yeah. Get off that, man. That was a scary thing.
Yeah. So when I heard he bit the bullet on the one wheel, my question was, what style one wheel was it, and which one is more dangerous? Because your true one wheel is kind of like a skateboard, and the wheel is in between your legs.
Correct.
Whereas you see this other guy, like you've seen the video of the dude that looks like he's ripping through like England or something like that, and he's riding on like the single wheel, like that one in the bottom left-hand corner.
Like this,
like that, or not even.
Oh, what the fuck! That one's got a seat, and that's crazy.
Yeah, this one is like when he first said he crashed. I'm like, what the hell were you thinking riding on one of those? The skateboard one doesn't seem so daunting to me. I'm a little bit more threatened by it now that it's almost taken Tyler.
Yeah, launched him.
But the Emotion V11 electronic off-road one-wheel adult unicycle, self-balancing unicycle. That one always looks like it has light up wheels, so like when you see it in the city, like you can, I don't know, it's got a little shock absorber. I don't know if this one's as legit. Let's watch this video. Oh damn!
Oh wow, that shit is bumping, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's bumping in the background here.
Why Frank Ocean?
We're gonna get banned from
Why
YouTube.
is this the?
See, look at that thing. See, like I could totally see how he could crash and almost die. Like that guy's got a motorcycle helmet on, possibly a fighter jet helmet on. But like this one just seems like you're just asking to die on this one.
Yeah.
You're not even ready to crash. You're just standing straight up, like just ready to just eat your face into the ground. It comes with this cool helmet, maybe.
Yeah, you need to wear this helmet. If not, you're fucked.
Oh my god, dude! She's going down this hill towards an intersection.
This is San Francisco, isn't it?
No, stop. You know what intersection that is? That looks like the intersection that dude jumped that Tesla.
In LA, yeah, that's what it looks like.
But anyway, Tyler, we're glad you're okay, and we pray for your
my boy's a survivor. Pray for your return.
He's definitely a survivor. He should wear it proudly.
Yeah, dude.
These things are out here consuming all kinds of lives. Not his though.
Not his.
No, he went to work the next day. He was signing all kinds of deals.
My boy fought back.
Yeah, he didn't go to the light.
He didn't go to the light. No, he didn't, man. Thank God.
So how have you been, Gilmore?
Good, man. It's funny. I can't really see you because the camera's right here.
Yeah.
So we're like looking through the camera. Good, man. Just fucking missed you.
Yeah.
You were away for a week.
Yeah, you went and got a manicure without me. But that's cool.
Yeah, they're chipping off now. But Anna, you know how girls be like, I did a thing. Anna and I did a thing. Yeah, we just like paint our nails.
When people say they did a thing, typically it's like I got pregnant.
Yeah, right.
Or I got a tattoo.
Or I got a new car.
Okay, I did a thing last night.
Or they cut their hair. I did a thing.
It's like, oh my God, I cut my hair short as hell.
Yeah.
I shaved my head.
Mm-hmm.
I did a thing. I don't know if painting your fingernails says you did a thing, but
it's a small thing to do. I don't know. Girls do it.
Girls do it.
Guys do it.
Some rock stars do that.
Bro, fucking Adesanya. Did you see his fingernails?
I mean,
he had like French tips. Those shits were sick.
He's a bit of a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't think he knows who he is half the time. As fighters go, my man is he's something else. He's walking around with like a pearl necklace on. He's got like I feel like he's probably worn a dress before.
Maybe.
But when you're that good at fighting, like who's to really say anything to you about it? I don't know that like he would get French tips.
He got French tips.
Yeah, but like you got to cut your fingernails to fight, so it's kind of like.
Well, I mean, yeah, he probably had them short and then still got the.
Yeah, he's always blinged out. I think when you are irrefutably good at one thing, you feel kind of like, or I don't know, because I'm not really on that level on anything, so I don't know what's going through his mind, but I feel like you see that with comments like from celebrities, like actors that have something to say about politics or something like that. You're like, dude, like go make another Born Identity. Like just keep your mouth shut. Like do what you know what you do, and you know, stay the hell out of this. And that's how I kind of feel sometimes. But when it's fighting, it's like, well, you can't really mouth off to a fighter and be like, dude, what are you doing? Your French tips. And he's like, come over here. I'll crack your I'll put you on a one wheel.
Yeah.
You know?
Suck me off, dude.
Yeah, so he's just wearing pearl necklaces, talking shit to really tough guys because he's a really tough guy.
Yeah.
So he gets a pass. We're not going to bother him about it.
Yeah, we can't.
Now, Jared Leto, that creep. I feel like Jared Leto sucks the blood of children to stay looking so youthful.
Dude, I showed Jared Leto to Anna's parents, and I was like, guess how old he is? And they all said, 30-something. I was like, this guy's about 50-something years old.
Yeah, he's almost, I think he is 50 this year.
Is he?
I don't know, pull up his wiki in the bottom left.
Bottom left?
Yeah, see what he is.
Let's see, Jared. How old are you?
Let's guess. What do you think he is? I think he's 50 this year.
50 this year. I'm going to say 53.
Of course, it doesn't say anything.
Of course, it doesn't say anything.
Leto film. They got us with the filmography. Someone's getting clicks here. I mean, we probably just go to his IMDb at this point. We're already on a fresh Google page.
Oh, wait. It's right here. 50.
He's 50.
Yeah, you're right.
December 26, 1970.
Dude, my dad is 50. My dad looks nothing like Jared. They look completely different ages.
But is your dad sucking the life out of infants?
True, he is not. He is not doing that, thank God, as far as I know.
He definitely he knows Epstein. He knows where Epstein is right now.
Yeah, there's no way you can.
What do you think his regiment's like before he goes to bed?
This fucking guy. He sucks a baby down and prays to Satan or something.
Yeah, possibly.
There's no way.
I mean, like, sometimes the ladies, I mean, you might now, too, because, like, you did a thing. They have, like, the before bedtime regiment. So you got to get a shower, and then you got to clean your face with, like, 8 million different products, and then you got to, like, only sleep on the right side of your face so the blood gets to the left side, and then you alternate nights.
That's a lot.
There's just, like, tons of stuff. I feel he's either sucking souls out of babies nightly, or there's some sort of intervention here, because I don't think people are meant to look like, when you're 50 years old, you're not meant to look like you're battling 30.
That's true.
Like, 30 is a terminal disease and you're fighting it. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
He looks like, you're stage 4 30.
Stage 4 30?
You know what I'm saying?
That's the name of this episode.
Yeah, stage 4 30. He's terminal 30 years old.
Oh, that was so stupid. Stage 4 30.
I mean, sometimes I just gotta, like, I put like a boulder in front of my mouth so stuff doesn't come out. And then sometimes the boulder moves just like a little bit out of the way, so some dumb shit comes out like that.
It's like a little guy in your mouth just saying shit.
And you're just like, whoa. Calm down, dude.
Push the boulder back.
Yeah, sometimes predominantly always you got to keep the boulder in front of my mouth, just, because not everybody's with that. Eventually, when I hit, like, pearl necklace, French tips, rock star level, I don't know what'll happen.
Yeah, that's different, man. That's some different shit right there.
I don't know.
Still wearing capes?
I still probably will ride a two-wheeler.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you change the car you drive? Would you get a Porsche or something?
I will definitely be getting regardless if I have Rockstar level or not, like, I'll be getting a Porsche soon.
That's awesome.
I don't know, soon. Like, soon relatively, like in the next year or so.
What Porsche would you get?
2 years.
A 911, a Cayenne?
Well, it really depends on what the bank is saying at that point in time. We'll have to, like, start Porsche and then go Porsche.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you throw the on the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, you start something a little, like a little 80s,
Uh-huh.
Move into, like, used 2014 GT2 or something like that.
Hell yeah.
Which is probably still a stupid amount of money.
It's a very stupid amount of money.
I feel like that I used one of those is probably still fetching, I don't know. I would definitely say at least, I could be completely wrong on this, but probably like 140.
Damn.
I don't know that.
That's a lot
Hopefully
of money.
it's less.
Hopefully it's less, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot for like, you know, I'll probably buy a crashed one and then fix it up.
Oh, that's a hell of a project.
I mean, it depends. We don't know how crashed it is.
Yeah, true.
It's not like Tyler's face crashed. It's like, it's like that was brutal. Should have, dude.
Sorry,
the boulder,
Tyler.
dude. The
Sorry,
boulder.
Tyler.
It's not my fault, Tyler.
Sorry, Tyler.
It's the inner. It's dude. It's my alter ego. It sometimes it just pops out. It just thinks of things and it's just not good. It's said with love. I will never be caught in one of those hats though.
Oh, yeah. This is a wild hat right here.
You can't wear a hat like that in a Porsche.
Yeah, nah, man.
No, but when I was on vacation last week, I saw a Porsche Cayenne.
Oh.
And it was like rallied up. Like the wheels looked like they pulled them off of like a military Hummer.
Holy shit.
Like the wheel itself was like, dude, where's all this metal go? And like rally lights. I'm like, dude, whose car is this?
Holy shit.
And my wife hates on the Cayennes all the time. I like them. I mean, they do kind of look spaceship looking, but it's, you know, for that you're buying, you know, the performance. You're not really being like, oh, that's a great looking car.
Yeah.
But we saw this one. She's like, oh man, that's actually pretty good looking when it's like that. And I'm like, see, trust the process. I'm like Villanova. That's kind of what we saw, but the wheels were way more hardcore. I was like, I don't know what this guy's up to.
Damn, dude, this shit's...
He's parked in like the city too, so it didn't really make much sense. See people off-road these things? That's like when I got the Lexus. They were like, what are you doing with this?
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you put that bumper on it? I'm like, well, what if I hit a giraffe? You know what I'm saying? Like,
where the fuck you hit a giraffe in Bucks County, bro?
Dude, you never know. There's celebrities and stuff around here. You got zebras and stuff, probably low key.
Yeah, I got a couple of zebras.
I'll tell you what, though, on our way home from Georgia, I was cruising as fast as you can with like an it's pretty much an off-road vehicle, so you can't really can't do a hundo.
Yeah.
You could, but the fucking
It's gonna...
this is like everything's vibrating because you got so much extra metal and shit in places it shouldn't be.
Uh-huh.
But I was doing about 80, and we took like the scenic route home because like the way we were driving home, we were gonna hit like DC traffic and like that stuff at like the specific time. So Waze took me like the 2-lane, like occasionally there'd be like a 4-way stop sign or a 2-way stop sign across like a major fucking highway. Or like a traffic light all of a sudden.
What the fuck?
But it was major. It was like it was a highway.
Yeah.
It was Route 60, we'll say. I think. And I remember just sitting there and I didn't voice it because like Ariel's like focused on us not dying because she, you know, let's just say she'll never be caught dead on a one wheel. Like getting her on an airplane sometimes is, you know, stressful.
Yeah.
So I'm like not gonna bring this up, but I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, if we hit a deer right now. What would the bumper do? Would it just like a lightsaber, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, just slice the deer in half? What would happen? And then sure enough, we go around a bend, like literally 30 seconds later, and here's like a 2-point baby buck just like on the side of the road, like, I think I'm going to try it. And I'm literally like, I hit the brakes, I lay on my horn. The person behind me was like kind of being a tailgater. He's honking at me because he thinks I'm just being an asshole brake checking him. I'm like, dude, I just saved the front of your car potentially. And all the other cars slow down because they see the deer.
Yeah.
The guy pulled up next to me and was like, I'm like,
should have
Bambi?
there.
Yeah, but the windows is murdered out. So I just left him up and was just
so
like,
true.
Keep driving, buddy.
Yeah.
It's weird when you get in a little altercation in traffic in the Lexus because like they pull up alongside you and they're like, this fucking piece of shit, and then they get in front of you and they're like, oh god damn, they could do damage to me because I got the fucking hitter on the front.
Yeah, you do.
It's like Thor's hammer on the front of the car.
Slice that car in half.
You never know, dude. Like maybe one day I might off-road it. You don't know.
Who says
like,
you can't?
who says I can't? Like literally the story of how that bumper ended up. I was always intending on getting the car, you know, safari'd up.
Yeah.
That was the plan. But my plan literally had to happen because like the first snowstorm we had I was like, I'm gonna take it out with these street tires on it, and it just like spun out into a fucking fire hydrant, smashed up the front of the car. So I was like, whoop, oops, like literally just smashed like the fucking thing right out of the ground. It was just like dunk, dunk. It made the exact noise you think it would make. It was like dunk, dunk.
Oh, no way.
Like, what am I doing, dude? What is this, Crash Bandicoot? Like, did I just get a fucking box?
Yo.
I called the cops to, like, let them know. Because, like, there's some witnesses.
Mm.
You got to do the right thing.
Yeah, you can't just run.
You don't want to, like, can't just drive away on a fire hydrant. You just obliterated.
Yeah.
Dude, they literally just came back and just bolted it back on.
Oh.
Like, it was nothing. I was like, oh, I thought I, like, ruined a piece of, like, township property and felt kind of bad about it.
Huh. So
They were like, oh, no factor. Put it back on. Let the next dude hit it.
I didn't know that's how that worked.
Yeah.
I
And
thought
like, I thought water was going to shoot out.
Yeah,
Dude,
yup.
nothing. I didn't get any of it. It was just literally just...
Just got the clunk. That's all it was.
Yeah, so, like, and the damage to the front wasn't so bad, but I was like, so this fucking story's hilarious. This just goes to show how pathetic I am. I'm like, calling fucking Ariel, calling my wife. Like, I'm like mad she's not picking up the phone because I'm like, what if something happened to me? I'm totally okay, but what if?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I don't care. I'm like, oh, you don't care about the car? She's like, no. You're going to put a bumper on it anyway. So I literally just had to order the bumper, throw it on there. It was no big deal.
Yeah.
No factor. But driving home was... There's a lot of weird people out there on the roads.
Oh, I bet.
On the way there and back was fucking weird. Have you ever heard of a place called Buc-ee's?
No.
Dude, pull up Buc-ee's. This place...
Buc-ee's.
How do I describe Buc-ee's?
Is it IES or YS?
It's Buck and then 2 E's, I think.
Is it a gas station?
It's a gas station. There you go. I was trying to describe it. So let's just say they have enough gas pumps to fuel up half the state of Pennsylvania all at the same time. You go into Buc-ee's, right? Mind you, Bucky is just like, I think he's a beaver. I got a picture with him. Me and Rambo took a picture with Bucky.
No, wait, was there a mascot or something?
Yeah, it was a statue that like people were just like pathetically taking a picture next to. So I had to get a picture next to it because I'm like, this place is lit. So like, do you see how many people are there?
Yeah, man.
That's how many, like literally, that's what it was like inside the store.
No way.
Just kids screaming. It was literally out of like a National Lampoon's comedy movie. Like if I felt like I was in some sort of, like I felt like I was on a prank TV show.
Any second.
I was like, any second now, someone's going to hop out and be like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah.
But it never happened. Like I literally we went in there. And like, you know what kind of place it is when Rambo's like sniffing stuff? Like, I'm going to piss on something in here.
Oh, no way.
Bucci doesn't do.
Yeah.
But like, you started being like, I'm going to get a little wild in here. All the kids are wild. I'm wild.
It's like a Chuck E. Cheese in here.
Dude, they had like a brisket bar.
What?
These pictures aren't doing it justice. Like, there is so much shit crammed into this place.
There's fish and shit?
And it was chaos. They had like a jerky station where you could like get your own custom bag of fucking beef jerky. There's one in Texas. That makes sense. I think it's pronounced Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I think so.
But I'm just calling it Buc-ee's. But it puts Wawa to shame. Like I don't even know. It was chaos. It was chaos. Never again. On the way home, we saw signs for it. Like you start seeing signs for Buc-ee's like over 200 miles away.
That's crazy.
On the way home, I paid attention to it because there's this other truck stop that's called South of the Border,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got like amusements and probably that giraffe I almost wanted to hit. But we didn't stop there. South of the Border looked too chaotic.
Mm.
We didn't even get off the highway for that one. There's just tons of stuff and like abandoned parking lots, and it just kind of looked like, you know, Nuketown
Yes.
in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like South of the Border looked like like a Call of Duty map. Like you'd expect like a bunch of dudes in there. Like it looked like Chernobyl, just kind of like an abandoned carnival park.
What the hell is it? Was it a theme park?
I think they were trying for theme park status. I don't know if they ever qualified.
Did it look like this?
That's the spot.
No.
That's the spot. It was chaos. Buc-ee's. I think everyone should go to Buc-ee's one time.
Before you die, everyone should go to Buc-ee's.
I was legitimately the most in shape person in Buc-ee's.
No way, bro.
I was literally like, if I walked in there with my nails done and like a pearl necklace, they would have been like, "Are you Conor McGregor?" I'm not even kidding. Like the place just looked like you thought people were gonna like try and fight each other for the food, and there was like more than enough food for everybody to eat like 4 times. So it's like people are just like fighting in line. I'm just like, what are we doing here?
What the fuck?
So we got gas. We used the facilities.
Right.
My wife tried to buy a T-shirt with Bucky on it. The size extra small potentially was like a normal large.
Oh shit.
She put the small up or the extra small or whatever, and it literally was like, well, what are you gonna wear this for? This is what are you gonna fucking make a parachute?
Yeah.
Like this might be south of the Mason-Dixon small.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. What part were you in? What state?
I think Bucky's is like in one of the Carolinas. I think it's North or South Carolina. You got to go through both of them.
That's a Carolina small right there.
Dude, a Carolina small.
Hell yeah.
Damn. So, yeah, it was Savannah, Georgia was, we were there too many days.
You said it was very hot.
Oh, it was extremely hot. We almost had like a barbecued Rambo a few times.
No way.
Yeah, just like putting them in, like we called it pool party because we would take them back because like we have this like little collapsible pool. Before everybody jumps down my throat and says, "You pathetic! You get a dog with a collapsible pool." Just shut up.
I never would have thought that.
Yeah, no, it's like relatively, it's like a window visor that somehow they put it in the shape of a pool. So it like literally it collapses it like it's 4 dogs. Yeah, it's not that big.
It's a small.
Oh yeah, like it literally just like it folds up into like a 24-inch wide disc, but it opens up for like maybe 2 dogs could comfortably chill out in it. And so like every day we would go out in the morning, do some stuff, and then we'd have to go have a pool party. And Rambo would just like, the Airbnb we got was pretty nice, but there was like this little crawl space under one part of the house, and Rambo, I swear to God, this joker was just like getting in the pool, grabbing his ball, and just throwing it into a place that like you couldn't get to.
Of course.
Spiders and stuff.
Spider cricket.
And he would go under there and come back out and be like, dude, get back in the pool. You're dirty now.
Oh, no.
So Savannah was really hot. We expected it to be hot. It was hotter.
Hotter than hot.
Yeah. My brother was like, this is nothing.
He's probably just used to it.
He's just used to it. He's just like, whatever. This is Georgia.
I can't do that, man.
Dude, he's like, you think Afghanistan's hot? Georgia's a fucking doozy.
Shit's an oven.
That's what you say.
Yeah.
We'll take your word for it. But yeah, that means it's an all right spot. I would say 4 days max. Like a long weekend in Savannah is all you need. We did 4th of July in Savannah.
Oh yeah, how was your 4th of July?
It was like almost non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go out in Savannah, and they had like police truck, like these specialty tactical trucks set up, like cops everywhere, cops on horseback. And I'm like, is this the place I want to be? Like any place where you need this many police officers, is that where you need to be? So we go grab pizza at this like renowned pizza place. I was like, okay. And like while we're waiting for the pizza, this like, he wasn't homeless. He might have been like a little bit on the maybe schizophrenic side, but he was dressed really nice, had perfectly white sneakers. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's
because usually when those stars align, you got dirty sneakers. And the guy was just catcalling Rambo from like across this huge like street thing. Just be like, "Hey, yo, Lassie, look at me, boy!" Just like screaming. And I was like, "Dude, we need to get the fuck out of here, dude." This guy, crazy.
Yeah.
They had fireworks and stuff. We went on a ghost tour on the 4th of July, but like at nighttime, like when it got dark out, it started to get hotter.
What the fuck?
It makes no sense. But we got out of the car. It's like 90 degrees. We get in the car. It's 99 degrees. Rambo's like, I'm fucking dying out here.
No way.
So we just made a ghost tour. Rambo's like, we're out.
How was the ghost tour? Did you guys get scared and shit?
We did this one. This is the one. We did this one ghost tour. That one was pretty good. Like he found out like CVS used to be a jail or something like that.
What the
People
fuck?
died in there, so CVS is haunted. Like who knows if they're making this shit up or not.
Throwing a pregnancy test around.
But we did this ghost tour, and like you could probably pull this character up He's I forget what his name is, but he's like the ghost tour, like graveyard, or like, yeah, put like graveyard in there, Savannah. And this guy will come up. He's been on like he basically, like, I don't know how to explain it, but this guy looked like he graveyard Savannah ghost tour. Nah, it's none of these people. Put in like he was on like a Discovery Channel show too, like Ghost Hunters. He had long hair. He literally was like he had the lock. He had the like we got into the graveyard after hours because of this guy, and he had long hair. He wore all black. He drove like a really nice Escalade with like the logos on the side of it for his tour, and the guy was like, absolutely no filming. Like, mind you, he was wearing a black, like this black, like magician's outfit, and it's like 1,000,000 fucking degrees outside. I'm like, you got to be sweating. You got long blonde hair.
That's crazy.
He pulls up in his Escalade with like dual exhaust in the middle of like Savannah, this graveyard. My brother's like, this guy, and he comes up. He was a nice guy, and he starts the tour out with like, no filming. You can take pictures, but like, don't film me, anything like this. And like, this old guy apparently at like one point in the tour was like filming him. He's like, sir, are you filming me after I explicitly asked you not to? And we were like, oh shit, let's go.
Damn.
World star.
Throw it down.
And the guy was like, oh, and he's like, can I ask why you're doing that? The guy was like, oh, he's like, all right, would you mind deleting that? Thank you. And then kept going. He was like, he was on the Masonic temple's dick. He was like, this dude, this pyramid over here, and these grave robbers they knew the world was gonna end, so they like, he was just doing all kinds of wizard shit. And at the end of the tour, mind you, it was a 3-hour long tour through a graveyard, and we literally probably walked 2 football fields.
Too long.
It's like, well, I don't need to hear. Let's
speed it up,
dude.
Yeah.
$50 a ticket. There was probably 20 people there. Now I'm like, all right, now we see the Escalade money's coming out. We got it. You got a couple books out. You're like really known around the area. I'm probably gonna get into ghost tours if things don't work out in construction. Like, I feel like I can remember a lot of good things. I'll just read like 20 books and then just start doing ghost tours and just make bank, dude. I'll have an Escalade. I'll have that Porsche. I'll have my ghost Porsche in like a year.
Yo,
dude, from ghost tour business, dude.
You could definitely do that,
bro. And this guy was just making shit up.
Oh,
so like, I could do this. I'm like, I could be like, dude, like, and Antoinette Silverstone was, hooking up with her brother, and their daddy found out, and then they lynched him behind the shed, and this is where the graves are, and sometimes at night you can hear them giggling. It's like, dude, that's like, every story was like that. When you go to ghost tours, every story is like that. It's like CVS is used to be a prison, and you can hear little kids giggling.
How big is that CVS? Dude,
it was pretty big. It was your standard CVS.
But
I don't know.
Huh.
They probably remodeled.
They probably did.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get the cameras in. You got to get the fluorescent lights in.
Got to get the ghosts out.
Yeah, you got to put the white, vinyl floor down. Who knows? So we go through this whole tour, right? And there's, dude, the characters that showed up for this tour, like, I definitely don't consider myself normal. I consider myself just a complete nut. But when you walk to these kinds of tours, you're like, maybe I need to rethink how I look at myself. Dude, this one kid shows up, this girl, she literally had like black boots on. And they weren't boots, they were like sneakers, but they had like a platform like this. She looked like, that one meme that comes out every year around Christmas time where it's like the ravers under a tunnel to like the Christmas song. This chick looked like she just like escaped one of those and came to a ghost story.
Hell yeah.
All black. She has a backpack that's literally like a dead bunny.
Hell yeah.
With like all the eyes are zippers and like mouth is like zippered shut. Like, I don't even know what you kept in this thing. It looked like a stuffed animal she just wore on her back. And the best part of it all, of course she's wearing all black. She's got shaved head except for the top of her hair. This kid's maybe 14 years old.
Nice.
She has Sharpie face tattoos. Like, they weren't real. They were like marker. But she just had like a fucking star here. Just like a little one over her eye. I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And every time the guy would be talking, you just hear this girl go,
huh?
Like the whole time, I'm like, is this fucking girl okay?
No
Nobody
way.
else is like. Every time it happened, I'd be like, and I would look at everybody else, and they'd be like, oh yeah, I hear the giggling, and I'd be like, do anybody hear this fucking girl hawking up a fucking a fur ball? Like she literally sounds like my cat's like choking in the bathroom. It's like, dude, you be all right. I'm like, get her some water. She got some water. It started getting worse.
Bro, what?
I'm like, dude, get this tour out of here. Dude, my brother's like, all right, I've had enough. Pulls out a flask. He's literally like behind trees, like, all right, I'm having none of this tour. This guy's full of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what did you hear that he was like full of shit? He's like, I don't know. It's a vibe. I'm like, all right, dude, I trust you.
Yes, yes.
Your vibes have gotten us out of some jams, so. He's got the Escalade with like his logo. Like the Escalade was just like it couldn't have gotten any worse unless he had his picture on like the front of it. Like imagine if he had like like the grill was like him like busting out of like the underworld.
No way.
That's what you expect from this guy. So 3 hours later of these characters, that girl was like only one character of the characters.
Wow. I
would say 20 people there, 15 of them qualified for character status. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm gonna fucking and Ariel's just absorb it, just laugh at these people because it's fucking hilarious. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know about this. I feel kind of unsafe. So luckily the sun was up because it's Savannah and it stays a million degrees out until the next day. It's like, oh, it's gonna cool off for 5 minutes and then it's like 1 a.m. It's like 99 degrees out again. But
too hot.
As we're leaving the tour, the graveyard's locked.
Right.
Like they locked us in there. Like our cars are parked outside. They let us in. They locked the gate because they don't want more people coming in. I'm like, they're like, you cannot. And they were telling us you cannot like abandon the tour at any point unless it's a medical emergency. And that's like, my brother's like, sheesh. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, I could literally just hop over this fence right now. I'll be out of here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh boy, I feel like we might be escaping this. But we stuck it out.
Damn, 3 hours.
Did it for Ariel. Stuck it out. It's mildly entertaining. And then we were on the way out. The guy was like, well, stick around. I'll pull my truck around. I'll give you guys all signed posters.
No way.
Yeah, he was like trying to give out pre-signed posters of himself. Like all the other people were like, getting to like he pulls the Escalade into the parking lot. And like, I'm literally like, it was like, you know, in the middle of like a MotoGP race where everybody runs to the motorcycles and hops on and takes off.
Yeah.
That was us. Everybody else was like trying to get to his car as fast as they could to get an autograph. That's what the girl sounded like.
Rambo throwing up
he's not throwing up, but he was hacking up a lot.
Yeah, he was hacking one up.
Yeah, so it was like that. Dude, after that, like the next day we went to the Prohibition Museum. Because Savannah was like, little known things about Savannah is like, it was given a charter, and the general, I think his name's Oglethorpe, was given the charter from the King of England. I believe King George at the time, I'm probably King George III, gave him the charter, and it was supposed to be like a dry county, or it wasn't states back then, but it was territory.
Right.
They're like, no alcohol here. And they were like immediately like, okay. So they signed all these people up to come to Savannah and sponsors or whatever. And then finally, when they actually got to Savannah, only like 100 people got there out of like 2,500 people.
Damn.
And it was all like Jews, I think like different like religious groups that just like were not welcome in England at the time. And they got there, and it was just like not really a successful place for a while, and because it's like a big swampland and it's hot as fuck, and there's like malaria and shit back then, or whatever was killing people back then. And so like eventually, as the time went on, it turned into like a very like, you know, everybody be drinking. And then when they tried to do Prohibition, it was like the perfect place because of all like the inlets to smuggle booze into the country, from like gin from England. You got rum coming up from the Caribbean. Like everybody could get in there and they just like evade the police or whoever was chasing them into like from the swamps and stuff like that. So they had a Prohibition, you know, museum being like, and you literally got like a drink ticket to like get a cocktail while on the museum. I'm like, this is the biggest smack in the face for Prohibition. It's like, let's make a museum about Prohibition and give everybody drinks.
Fuck you, Prohibition.
Yeah, but while we were on that tour, same thing, Savannah characters. We got like T.I. and his girlfriend come through, and they were literally like, this chick was like, dude, this guy shit you not. And like we come around this one corner, and there's one dude who's like definitely looks like he's from like Israel or something and doesn't speak English, like with his GoPro filming the entire museum. And this museum was read heavy. Like everything was like on the walls you had to read. So he was literally like, I'm like, what is this dude filming everything? And what I deduced in my mind was he didn't speak English. So he was filming everything, and then he's going to have somebody translate the museum to him later.
I mean, that's a good idea.
I don't know if that's true or not, but my weird imagination was like, oh, that dude's came in the system.
Yeah.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
You're gonna do the museum twice. So we come around this corner, and there's this dude, and he had the biggest gold chain on, and this girl with him, and she had this like baby blue outfit on, and they were saying the most fucked up shit to each other. And I'm literally like, there could be children around here, but of course there's no children. It's the Prohibition Museum with booze everywhere. Like probably not bringing a kid to that. And dude, they were fighting, and this guy said the most these are his words, not mine. He goes, yo, a chick's fat if her boobs are smaller than her stomach. Like if her boobs stick out further than her stomach, she ain't fat. Mind you, this girl's boobs are not sticking out as far as her stomach. So she's like immediately insulted, but thinks he's funny too, because I think they just started dating. So I'm like, wait, did he just low-key tell her that she's fat and she thinks it's funny? So I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? Let's linger. We come in this, it was like a wax history museum. So like all the characters in the museum, like there was a few people like dressed up being like, this is the history room. But everything else was all wax characters. And they're like, don't touch the wax characters. This chick is all over all the wax characters, like licking them and shit, like doing a fucking booty do.
Of course.
And I'm just like, dude, this is wild. So you get to this one point, you got this room with like Al Capone, like Bugsy Siegel, like all these like old gangsters that used to like, you know, basically got successful because our government like made booze illegal, and they're like, we can still get it. And there was this one thing, I figure out what the dance is called. I want to say it's the Charleston. And there's a mirror on the wall. And it's like a pretty big size mirror. And there's like a diagram on the ground of how to do the Charleston. And I'm looking at this mirror, and it says, don't touch the mirror because it can only be cleaned with water or whatever. So I like take my fucking finger in my shirt and I poke the mirror. And I'm like, dude, this isn't a mirror. This is two-way glass.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody's like watching us on the other side of this thing. So you go through like around this corner, and there's like this steel door, and like when you push the button to open the door, it like slides this thing across, and there's like a TV in the door that's like somebody's eyes, like they're being like, what's the password? And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. The door automatically opens up, and you go into this like speakeasy bar that's like hidden, but like you got to go through the museum anyway to get to it. And here's the two-way glass in the bar, like the whole bar is standing there watching you make an ass at yourself trying to do the Charleston. And then T.I. and his girlfriend walk up, and she's like in front of the mirror and shit, and everybody, it's literally only old people watching this girl like break it down. Her cooter's almost hanging out. And I'm like, she has no idea that we're all watching her through this thing. So like we, you know, kept going through the museum, and we like were out of that room, and then they came in that room, and you could hear her go, oh shit, like, I think it's see me. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. I was like, best part of the whole museum, two-way glass.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how many fucking dumb people come up to that and they're just like,
yeah, just killing it.
Just killing it. But this girl was like, just dropping it like it was hot in front of the glass, being like, yeah, you like me? And the guy's just like got his gold chain. Like the thing was massive. I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
dude, what are you guys doing on like a Sunday afternoon in the museum? Like, I don't know.
Apparently they like Prohibition museums or something. I don't know.
They were just, they just were into it.
It's kind of funny.
Place I like, you know, we didn't get any drinks there, but the drink list looked pretty, they had some spot on drinks. It looked like they made their own beverages.
Did they sell any moonshine and stuff?
No, they didn't have any like they had like their moonshine, but like it's all regulated. So like it's not, it probably wasn't the good stuff. You know, they make moonshine that's like 100% alcohol.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
It's like, what?
I had some moonshine recently.
You shining?
Yeah. I went over for dinner at Tyler's, and his parents-in-law, whatever the fuck, brought some moonshine from
His
Tennessee.
in-laws.
In-laws, sorry.
You fought your way out of it. I got you.
Whatever. they brought moonshine from Tennessee, and they had this banana pudding one. That shit was ridiculous. Fucked my stomach up the next day.
Oh, of course.
It's all
like
dairy.
poison.
Yeah. It fucked me up, but it was so good.
What was it? Banana cream.
It was, I think it was just banana pudding. It might have been banana cream pudding, yeah. And then they had this sour watermelon. So fucking good, dude.
Did you taste the alcohol in it?
Not really, no.
Yeah, see, like my idea of moonshine is like when you like drink it, you're like, that'll put hair on your chest. You're like, dude, I literally just started growing hair in weird places for the first time. It's like, oh, you want a mustache? Drink some of this.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I had moonshine, like legit moonshine. My brother and I were like, yeah, this is going to be good. And we each took a sip of it, and we're like, what are we going to do with this? Because there's no way we're drinking these jars of moonshine. It's like every now and then you like meet a guy who's like, yeah, my cousin's from West Virginia. They make their own shine. It's like, do they? Can I get some of that?
Yeah.
Next thing you're like, does this stuff light on fire? It's like, oh shit, it does. Oh boy.
Can you disinfect the wound with this?
Yeah, that's like, it's kind of crazy though, because like when you're out in that heat down there, you got to stay hydrated. You got to drink like a ton of water. But then you think like back in the day, when you're like revolutionary times and then, you know, Civil War times and then early 1900s during Prohibition, it's like everybody was just like, they make everybody out to be like completely drunk the whole time. But like people must have been dying all the time from heat.
Oh, yeah.
Like nobody ever talks about that. It's like everything's so bad in America. It's like, dude, bitch, 100 years ago, people would just die from heat. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like there was no like, oh, come in here. There's air conditioning. Buy a candle and cool off. It's like, no, just die in the heat.
Yeah.
Like, what did you do? Like, people must have just not done anything.
You just stood under a tree, bro.
Like, the people were like, everybody's like, oh, the people in the South are lazy. It's like, no, it's hot out. You go down. Let me see you do something in this.
Yeah.
Nothing. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, when it's like above 90, I don't want to go outside.
Dude, and it's not even like, it's like 100 million % humidity. So you're not even, I'd love to know how many people don't die from heat now. It's like next time you're talking about how bad it is, turn your air conditioning down and shut the hell up.
Yeah, bro, when it's humid, you have no chance to release like the sweat and cool down. It's just humid all the time.
Yeah, it's just like no bra nation down there.
Oh, yeah, I bet, dude.
Dude, just boobies just flopping around all over the place, and nobody, like, it's not even a thing because girls are just like, dude, we need to vent.
Yeah, dude, dick and balls out too, dude.
Yeah, completely, man. I was like wearing a bathing suit everywhere.
Oh, I would have done the same thing.
Commando the whole time.
Yeah, there's no way I'm wearing full clothes there.
No. My brother, like, works out in that heat, like, gloriously. He's like, yeah, I just got done a run. I'm like, what, dude? I feel like I'm going to the car real quick. I'm weak.
Shoes melting off and shit.
Yeah, like you can't, like, you gotta think about the dog's paws and stuff. Rainbow's got shoes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But you see, like, other people out and their dogs are, like, crushing it. It's like, dude, what's your dog made out of?
Yeah, man, they're just used to it.
Yeah, I guess.
Can't do that shit. No way, bro.
But, yeah, then the coffee sucks in Savannah.
I didn't know that.
We tried, like, coffee. I like coffee.
Yeah.
We tried one spot the first day. It was fucking good. Every spot after that, we'd like get coffee and then have to go back to the original spot. I think it was called like the M Cafe or something like that. And they had these croissant sandwiches, like bagel sandwiches made from fresh croissants. It's like, damn. And then after a while, we just learned our lesson. We're just like, we'll go to that same place. They probably thought we moved to Savannah. That's how. They're like, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be like, no, you won't. I'm going back to the cool.
Oh, man.
Today I'm walking around like outside on one of the sites, and one of the dudes like putting installing the garage doors. I was like, oh man, it's hot out today. I'm dying. I'm like, yeah, it's not that bad.
You ever been to Savannah?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you ever survive Savannah? You ever go on a graveyard tour for 3 hours?
And then get a fucking autograph poster forced to you.
And then like leave before you get your autograph poster? That's real.
That's real shit right there.
Yeah, dude.
2 football fields, 3 hours.
Yeah, dude. You ever been to Buc-ee's? Get some barbecue brisket at a truck stop?
Oh,
to fight off a fat lady for your brisket.
bro. That's the.
She wants some cheese puffs and some pork. It's like, what? And to do like the best part of Buc-ee's, not to go back in the story, the bathroom was an art gallery. They literally had like walking into the bathroom and in the bathroom, mind you, the nicest bathrooms I've ever seen at a restaurant.
Really?
State of the art. You go into a urinal and literally like there wasn't like urinal separators. It was a tiled wall. And there was tons of, oh yeah, dude, that's where I peed. Right there. Dude, it's the nicest bathrooms. But they had like literally art along the walls, like on the way in. You had to like walk through this tunnel to get like all the arts for sale. And it's like, damn, I could buy this bison painting for $325.
Holy
That's all the places there's a Buc-ee's. Let's scroll back up a little bit.
Where? Oh, right here?
No.
That's
just mapping out what
Sheets.
who's got it logged up.
Kanoko. I've been to Sheets. Kind of fucks.
Yeah, Sheets is pretty good, dude.
Yeah, Sheets fucks.
I used to like going to Sheets on the way to Blue Mountain to go snowboarding. We used to go snowboarding. You game the system. Like Tuesday nights is student night, so you get like $10 ski passes.
Holy shit.
So on Tuesdays I'd be a student. Wednesday I'd have a business card. Be like, yo, it's like businesses $10 passes. I'd be like, here's my business card.
Nice.
Be just going on Vistaprint, just like making up fake businesses to get discounts.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, like everybody that we'd go with worked for me.
Vistaprint
For my fake business.
yeah, dude. I used to do that with parking in Philly.
Yeah.
There's this lot I used to go to in Center City, and if you had your school ID and you had your ID number, you could just put it in, and it would register to the college that was across the street. So you'd get like $3 parking. So I used to like, even to this day, sometimes I do it to park for like $3. Pretty sick lot.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You should sell that fact. You could pull a Colin and be like, for $14.95 a month, I'll tell you how to get into parking garages for only $3. In most major cities, only Philadelphia.
Only Philadelphia. Most major cities, only Philadelphia. So not most major cities.
But like small text be like, we want to be in most major cities.
Yeah.
But not yet.
Yeah, but not yet.
When
Only
we get there, we'll charge $19 a month.
Yeah, but for right now, it's 15.
Yeah, dude, times are tough. Only Philadelphia.
Yeah.
When we were, we parked in, I don't like parking garages. I think they're sketchy. I've watched too many videos of dudes like getting jumped with their girls, and like I'm like walking through parking garages like ready, just like if somebody comes up and is like, hey, hi, I'm just like, ugh.
Holy shit.
So I'm like ready in parking garages. So we parked in a parking garage on 4th of July just because like Savannah downtown is not very big, and it was mobbed because everybody and their brother was bringing their kids out to the fireworks and to see the homeless man yell at dogs. And like, so we go on the ghost tour. It gets a little too hot, so we're just like, Rambo, we're out of here. We get to the garage as like the fireworks were like ending. Holy shit, dude. We were in the parking garage for like, it felt like an eternity. And then finally, like, you're seeing everybody drive past, and like, they're rich. They're not. They're rich. And it's like, you could tell if people have money or not based upon whether or not their air conditioning's worked on their car. Like, nobody down in Savannah is like driving a Jeep Wrangler. Like, you maybe see that once in a while. It's not like up here where like everybody's got a Wrangler.
That's true.
It's like down there, it's like if you got your windows down, you're poor.
Yeah.
So it's just like the whole parking garage. We're like finally, I'm literally just sitting in the car trying to cool off. Like, I'm in no hurry. I'm like, dude, we'll let this whole place leave. And finally, like, this is the South, right? Some old dude just flicks his lights. He's like, you can come out. I'm like, dude, how do you even know my car's running? My lights aren't even on. Like, he was just like, yeah, sure. I see you in your car. I'm like, you can't see me. The windows are like, you can't see me.
Yeah.
He's like, come on out. I'm like, dude, never in Philadelphia would somebody just like, you've got to like fight, take every little inch you can.
Yeah.
Indicate that I'm going to pull out or I'm going to smash into the side of your Altima.
Yep.
Here he's just like, the million fucking cars behind him. We're parked on like level 3 of like 10. It's like the whole 7 levels above him is like behind this dude. And he's like, yeah, you can come out. You can come out. You can come out.
Wow.
Yeah. It
what
was
a guy.
The South is different. Like it's we were kind of expecting like Savannah to be more of like the South, but it's not. Savannah's liberal as shit. There's no like Southern, like there's no Confederate flags. There's none of that like redneck, what people would hate on or whatever. Cause like they have Savannah School of Art and Design there. Yeah. Called SCAD.
Whoa.
Yeah. Those kids run shit down there.
I bet.
Dude, it's literally rainbow flags and blue hair and everything. You get to Savannah and you're like expecting to be like in the South and you're like, the fuck is this? It's like, I'm just in really nice Doylestown. It's like everybody's super happy.
Yeah.
But it's like not what you didn't see anybody like with cut off sleeves and like jean shorts or anything. It's like everybody was like, I don't know.
Yeah, exposed gun.
Yeah, I was expecting like some heat, some hip heat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like see a dude with like a fucking Desert Eagle on his hip.
Yep.
None of that.
Hip heat.
I'm like, damn, dude. Yeah,
I like that.
Hip heat. I don't know where that came from.
That was cool.
Yeah, but the only horses we saw were police horses. Oh, and I get weird around police horses.
Yeah, those are different horses.
They don't ever, you like always like, do you got that? Are you sure about that, officer? You ride around on a horse with all these people around, fireworks, dogs barking, homeless people yelling, and this horse is just chilling. If I was a horse, I would totally buck out of there.
Yeah.
Just like have no more of this. Just take this dude for a ride. Be like, send me out to the pasture, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to be around that shit.
Yeah. You're just like, but then you also think like, it's 1,000,000 degrees out here. Rambo's dying. I'm dying. And this horse is just like, you guys got any oats? You know what I'm saying? So Savannah's just a weird place. What's weird to me about Savannah, before we left, everybody's like, you're going to love it. I got like a list of people I got to go down to and be like, what the hell? Have you ever been here? Everybody's like, you're going to love it. Now I'm like, why? How do you know that?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like, it was a good trip, but it wasn't like, wow, Savannah.
Would you go back?
No.
No?
No.
Wow.
No.
That's hilarious.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Interesting. Okay.
It was like, what kind of city was it? It was kind of like a wannabe New Orleans meets Nashville. And it's not doing either of them well. Like all the stores down there close at like 5 p.m.
Oh, that's whack.
And it's like, what do you, like when you go places, it's like, especially when it's that hot out, it's like, oh, I'm going to go shopping. When it cools off a little bit, when, 6 o'clock, it's like everything's closed. Like restaurants and stuff, like, and this is a major holiday weekend. So you kind of like, you're like, what's the plan here?
Yeah.
So I think, the whole place looks like it's under construction. So obviously Savannah's doing well.
Yeah.
It's got some cool things to it. Like when they do construction in the street in Savannah, no cones. You just get 4 dudes in yellow shirts and like a fucking a Chevy Tahoe in like the middle of the road. Like it's pretty cool. We went to the beach the one day. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They have like historical stuff, but we finally just like we left there a day. I think a day early, and just like we were stopping at Colonial Williamsburg, which this is what we'll close it out.
Okay.
Colonial Williamsburg, something else, used to be, but like we were like, I gotta get out of Savannah. I'm done with this place. Like it's hot. We've done everything in like 2 days. You could do the whole town, and it's like there's no more history. We did the Prohibition Museum, all the good food places we ate at. Like the food isn't Southern. There's no like jambalaya or anything. Like everything's burgers and beers. So it's like after like your 4th burger, you're kind of just like, does anybody have any Southern food here? Yeah. Can I get some grits?
Yeah, let me get a po' boy.
Yeah, let me get a po' boy. Exactly. Yeah. None of that. And we tried. We ate at this Asian spot that was pretty cool that was called The Vault. Sick. It was spot on. Service was amazing. Hell yeah. But other than that, like it's just, it was okay. Nice little cheat. But 2-day trip. 4 days maximum. I don't want to hear anybody listening to this going down to Savannah for 8 days. You fucking long. Idiot. Too long. Your boy. Yeah. So we're like, we're getting out of here. My brother had to go back to work. We did the 4th of July. It was just like, dude, it's time to go. And Ariel hits up our Airbnb in, outside of Colonial Williamsburg. I've been there as a kid. Colonial Williamsburg's like the spot. Like they have it all set up as it was back in the day. Oh shit. And you got people like dressed up as colonists, like with fake semi-British accents, being like, "We got to get the pig on the spit," like just like an ironsmith, like just like demonstrations all over the place. So I'm like, you know what, this trip is going to be saved. We're going to Colonial Williams. You know, we're gonna get some, you know, colonial 3-point hats. We're gonna get some, you know, little muskets or something. I'm gonna buy something stupid because there was nothing to buy in Savannah because everything closes at like, by the time you get there, you're like, it's closed. I guess I'll get a coffee. Like, just give me some macaroons. Like, I want to, you know, nothing. Get to Colonial Williamsburg. You know, we got there pretty later in the evening, the night before. I'm just like not feeling that great because I'm just like been on vacation too long. So I'm like having a mental breakdown. We ate at this like spot that was like literally, she's like, "Oh my God, like you have a dog? Like it's really busy in there." She like sits us in the dining room. There's like 4 tables. Like there's nobody here. Yeah. But she was like just having a meltdown on a Tuesday. Yeah. I'm like, God, this is a small town. Like we can get behind this. We're staying in this like horse farm type place. Swear to God, it's fucking haunted. In the middle of the night, Rambo doesn't bark ever, but Rambo gets up in the middle of the night and decides to start barking at a mirror. I'm like, dude, we're fucking out of here tomorrow. I'm not sticking around. No way. Didn't say it yet, but like we were feeling it. And so we're like on this dirt road, and finally we're like, all right, you know what? Next day we'll go to Colonial Williamsburg. Nobody was there. Nobody was working there. It was like the zombie apocalypse took Colonial Williamsburg, and just like you saw like a Labrador and a bunch of large people walking around like eating cheese sandwiches. Like, where's all the colonists? It was nothing like when I was a kid. There wasn't a single performer. There wasn't a single person walking around being like, "Oh, welcome to," like when I was a kid, it was like a spectacle. Like there was blacksmith, there was like the dude doing shoe horse. Like just they want to make you feel like you've stepped into a time capsule. Nobody was there.
Damn.
So my only thought was like, we got there and it was just dead. We ate lunch and we're like, should we like drive around and maybe see if like anybody is here? Nothing. There was like maintenance people. That's it. And I was like, what happened to this place?
Do you think it was because of the day you went? 'Cause it was a weekday?
It was the day after 4th of July. The fucking birth of our nation. You think a colony would be set up for that? Yeah. There wasn't even like American, you know, they do those like half circle banners for like holidays and stuff. Yeah. None of that was up.
Damn.
The town was just dead. And like the only thought I could have is that like coronavirus must have hit that like that colony. It must have like, people probably just don't want to do those jobs because one, it's hot as shit out and you got to dress up like you're fucking 1776, like sweating bullets and like a 3-layer dress within a bonnet, you know? Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, it's way too hot.
So I think that like the only thing that we saw that was remarkable, like remotely, you know, memorable was like a lady that was renting out those easy-go-round scooters out of the back of like this like sophisticated-looking trailer setup. It had like a single ramp, like an alien spaceship, and she was just like rolling 3-wheel scooters out of it for all the large people to like ride around on. And she was like, wait, like the parking lot wasn't even like, there was nobody parked there, but she was like waving us in. Come get your scooter. I'm like, what the fuck is this? We drove around for like a half hour being like, where is it?
Where's the shit?
Where's the shit? Yeah, it was nothing.
Damn, that sucks.
So I'm like, my thought is they probably just short-staffed. Because when I was a kid, like it was the middle of summer. It's not like, you know, we went on a weekend. Like we just took a couple days off. But it's near Busch Gardens, which is like a theme park. So if you go down there, you can always like, oh, there's no colonists.
Let's go to Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens. Yeah. And not really trying to do that in that hot-ass heat. But when we were kids, my mom took us to Colonial Williamsburg, and then for like a whole day, she's like, we're going to Busch Gardens tomorrow. And my brother's like, it's a place with bushes. And I'm like, screw that. Like I was like maybe 8. Yeah. We were like 9 and 7 max. Like it was like mildly like I vaguely remember my brother being naked at one point in the trip. So he must not have been that old. You know what I'm saying? Like he must have been pretty young. And like my mom for like a whole day was telling us like, we're going to Busch Gardens. There's bushes and stuff. I can't spell. I can't see it spelled like Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
And we pull up the Busch Gardens, kids, and it's like a theme park. My mom's like, "Yeah, see you ungrateful little shits. Like, it's a theme park. This is what we had special planned for you the whole time. You thought we would take you to a place with plants." My brother like, "Yeah, you would. Like, you love plants. Like, maybe you'd think about yourself for once in a while, you single mom."
What a surprise. Dude.
Yeah, what a surprise. Your mom not thinking about herself. But like I saw a sign for Busch Gardens, like I'll laugh. Like,
yeah.
Dude. You remember that one time Mom thought she got us and did?
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I think I'm good on the South. You know, everybody's like, conservatives are like, you got to move to the South. That's where like you'll be safe from Corona. There's no masks. There was no masks. There was like maybe like once in a while you'd see a kid with blue hair with like a mask on, but for the most part, like no mask. There's none of that energy down there. But like it wasn't like what you thought it was. Like it wasn't this like the way the media and everybody paints it down there from up here wasn't any of that.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Wasn't any of that. So like it makes me think now that I'm like everybody's like, where are you gonna move to? I'm like, Florida. Now I'm worried. Because I could get down there. It sucked there too.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
Florida's all right.
We learned some stuff, though. We got some history in us. Did some ghost tours.
Yeah.
Met some weird people.
That's awesome.
So it was like, you know, overall, it was like not the trip you thought we were going to have, but we still had a good bunch of laughs. So it was like,
hell yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't really a relaxing trip because it was so hot. Your body's just trying to keep itself cool the whole time. But overall, it was good.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a good trip.
Yeah, what'd you do? Did you miss me?
I did, dude. I just worked out and
Are you still on the buff train?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've dropped weight, but I've been kind of keeping what I have, so that's kind of cool.
That's fine. Like the whole weight thing it's tricky.
It is.
Because like a month ago, I weighed like 160, and now I'm up over 170.
Yeah, you look beefy.
And I know like when I go on like I have like a scale at home that's like you got this much bone density, but like my percentage of fat has gone up. And I'm like, there's no way after how hard I worked for the last month that like I've gone up another percent in fat and I'm 10 pounds heavier. And like everybody and their brother's like, yo, your shirt still fit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if this scale's that good. But it's like, it's good to kind of like, you know.
Just to like gauge. I guess
there's no way to, unless you have one of those in-body machines that like you stand there like coming of the Christ and it like measures your like electrons or whatever.
That's crazy, dude.
Dude, those things probably cost a few grand, I would think.
Oh, for
I've
sure.
never looked into it, but.
No, yeah, but I mean, it was good. 4th of July, hung out with my family, went to the beach for the first time in like 2 years. So
yeah, La Playa.
Yeah, La Playa.
That's how they say it, though.
I got a little. I didn't really get that much of a tan, but I tried.
What beach you go to?
Long Branch.
What?
Dude,
you making a beach print?
No, dude,
Long Branch, New Jersey?
Holy shit, dude! If you go there, I felt like I was. It was an attraction just even getting there because you're pulling up, right? My sister's like, you're gonna see some crazy homes, and I'm like, all right. I mean, I've seen crazy homes already. I've worked with custom home builders. I know what crazy homes look like. Right? Yeah. So I'm like, all right, we're driving down. It's like, oh, that's a nice house. That's a nice house. You start getting down. You start seeing homes that you swear fucking Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats would live in. It was just insane fucking
I mean,
homes.
well, Swiss Beats is bankrupt, so he probably doesn't have a house down there anymore.
Fuck,
Alicia
I didn't know
Keys.
that. Alicia Keys. Yeah, I didn't know that about Swiss Beats.
I think Swiss Beats like owes everybody money still.
Holy shit. But yeah, it was crazy. It was just insane homes left and right with all these insane views and like
these houses you think like they probably got a helipad.
Yeah.
I think I actually, now that you like Long Branch, I think I know.
You might.
I think I've at least heard of it.
Yeah. For sure. It's
crazy when you see houses like that. Dude. Or like Stone Harbor's like that too.
Yeah.
You drive past and you're like, oh, that's the Gennardi's family home. And you're like, family home? Where's the fucking end?
Yeah.
It's like they've got like, it's like the house is still going.
Yeah.
So you got their own zip code.
Yeah, for real. And you could see, there's some houses where you can see directly into the people's homes because they had glass fucking walls.
Yeah, they just want to see you be like, ugh, fucking rich people.
Yeah. Like all you saw was fucking Porsches and Bentleys and
because they've got, if they have
everywhere.
80s Porsches, it's because they want them. It's not because that's all they could afford.
Exactly.
Like someday I'm gonna be like, yeah, I got a Porsche. People are gonna be like, oh, what one? I'll be like 911 Turbo. They'll be like, oh, like, don't ask what year.
Don't ask what year.
It's an 89.
Yeah, so we went there, and I mean, if you ever get a chance, it's a nice beach. It's quiet. There's really no one there fucking with you, so that was really nice. There's no boardwalk, so there aren't people, getting shit-faced drunk and starting shit.
Yeah, I'm not a big, like, I'm learning to get out into the world and, like, start appreciating the characters of the world and, like, bringing these stories back of just, like, Buc-ee's and, like, kids, like, peeing on themselves while eating, like, a beef jerky stick. But, like, there's certain places that I straight up avoid. Wildwood.
Yes.
I will not go to Wildwood anymore. When we were kids, Wildwood was, like, I don't know if it was the same, because, like, when you're a kid, you look through the world through a different view, different lens. Last time I went to Wildwood, I thought I was, like, going to have to start throwing up, like, Latin King fucking gang signs, like, and just rep my set just to, like, maintain safety, because it was just, like, wife beaters and, like, Jordans and, like just, like, perfect shape-ups and, like, gold teeth. And and I'm just like, dude, I don't know what happened here. I just want to shoot the BB gun and win a T-shirt. Like, and just, like, people just beefing with each other. You're like, whoa, this kid's place. Like, why is everyone? It just seems like it's like I've got no problem with, like, lower income or things like that. But, like, when you get to a place that just, like, has that, like, a little bit of violent edge to it, you're just like, do I got to be here? I played Grand Theft Auto. I know how this ends. You know what I'm saying?
We're in the street fight in front of the fucking...
Yeah, dude, it's like every person at Wildwood, you, like, walk around and you're just like half the people there look like special missions on Grand Theft Auto. It's like you go up to the dude and he, like, hooks you up with, like, a food truck and you got to, like, drive around and, like, serve kids ice cream for 25 points. It's like, what is this place?
Yeah, it's so fucking weird.
But yeah, I do the peaceful beach. Like, we go to Sea Isle now, and, like, I don't really drink, so, like, I used to think Sea Isle was like, we're going to Sea Isle.
Yeah.
But now, like, I don't go to the bars or anything, so it's just kind of like, you go out, you take the dog for a walk at night, and you're like, fucking kids. Fuck these kids.
Okay, throwing bottles everywhere.
Drinking these 40 ounces, going out, looking all slutty.
Yeah, right.
Well, this kid with cargo shorts thinks he has a shot with that girl. Get out of here, kid.
Get out of here.
Let me teach you something.
Kick rocks.
Yeah, dude. You just, like, I guess it's just, like, your tastes change. So, like, when you're a kid, you're like, let me go to the boardwalk and see that shit.
Yeah.
But, like, could you imagine my, like, single mom walking around? If it's like how it is now, it was like back then, and we just didn't notice it because we were just little kids. Like, my mom must have been walking around like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This place is scary.
Yeah.
And we're like, this place is wild. They've got roller coasters that look like they've never been serviced. We might die here tonight.
Yeah, because of ice cream.
Let's get the swings over the water. Maybe one of the chains will break.
Oh, man, those things are so dangerous.
Yeah, dude.
Would never get on a fucking boardwalk ride. Fuck
dude,
that.
Yeah, I mean, you've probably seen the videos, too, of, like, people doing, like, the double thing, and then a kid falls out, and everybody's just standing around, like...
No way.
Oh, he's 86, so
yeah.
we'll just... Does anybody have a blanket? I mean, it's summertime. Nobody's probably got any blankets to lay over his body, right? It's like, you look at that stuff, and you're like, dude, that's a Sea Isle... Or not a Sea Isle. It's like a Wildwood or Seaside Heights boardwalk. Seaside Heights used to be the shit when we were kids. Yep. You'd pull up to Seaside Heights, your mom would park the fucking minivan in a parallel parking spot, and literally across the street it was like Fast and the Furious, like dudes with like LEDs under their cars, and you'd be like, that's what I want to be like when I'm older. You like realize that dude's just selling meth out of his trunk. That's how he got afford a Supra. It's like they were expensive back then too, so like you just like, it was just like such a spectacle. And now I'm just like, I avoid places like that, but I'm trying to like get myself back into being like, look, you got to get out in the world and just like see the wild people, because that's what makes like, that's the sprinkles on the ice cream. Like if I went to Savannah and didn't see like T.I. and that fucking girl at the pro, like all that stuff like makes it like weirdly worth it to get out. When it's like, now I'm starting to like, when I don't have some weird shit happen to me, it's kind of like, it was just, we got pizza.
It's just a day. Yeah.
It's just a day. It's like the wild shit that like, as long as nobody's like having beef with each other and like fighting and stuff like that, I don't need any of that.
Yeah.
I'm out.
But like odd characters here and there, it's
let me get the characters.
Yeah.
Let me see some characters.
That's true.
That's why I love New Orleans. Like I don't plan on going back there anytime soon because I've been there twice in the last 10 years, and that's enough. Like the first time I went to New Orleans, I literally like got up to get on the plane and I thought I was dead. Like I thought I was like, there's no way I'm getting on this plane. I drank so many hurricanes and things like there's no way. There's no way. I literally remember the plane ride home just being like, if the plane is going down, I don't even think I'll wake. I don't even think I'll fucking bat an eye. I literally, my head feels like it's going to fall off right now. I'm just crying about it like a little bitch. And like my ex-girlfriend was probably like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Oh, no, dude, no.
And then the second to last time I went down there, it was way more chill, but it was still kind of like, all right, I'm good on this. We're good. I've seen enough like strippers and hurricanes and po' boys and shrimp po' boys. And like I've eaten enough like dirty food.
Beignets and
beignet. Yeah, of course, dude. Like every day. You get a little coffee, a little beignet.
Damn.
But Savannah was, it was good.
That's what's up.
It was good. It was a much needed vacation, just too long.
Yeah.
I'm like a 4-day vacation guy now. Like,
Oh,
give me like a Thursday, Friday into the weekend.
That's kind of nice.
Come back. Like, I don't know. Like I hyped myself up to be like, you need a vacation. And then like day one, I'm getting there like fucking panic attack. Like, I'm going to be here for 7 more days.
I want to go back and build. Fuck this shit.
The boys need me.
Yeah.
Nobody called me from work. Like literally people were ignoring my text messages and stuff because they like probably were given direct orders not to respond to me. But I'm like, I know shit's happening.
Yeah.
They need me.
Yeah.
I got back. I was supposed to come home today. Got back a day early because we like kept accelerating. And then Williamsburg just was like, we were supposed to stay there another night. Come home today. And it was just like such a letdown that I literally turned to Ariel and she's like, it's time to go. We're 4 hours away from home. Let's just go home.
Yeah, I would have went home too.
At this point, I'm not staying on the horse farm. Haunted
for sure.
Yeah, look at my guy here. He's telling you.
He remembers.
Yeah, so we'll close the episode out on Rambo won't be here next week.
Damn, why? Oh.
So, shout out. Rambo's getting his nuts taken next week. He's made it almost 2 years. Kabam.
What happens to his nuts?
They're going to chop him off, and because his nuts are so big, he's going to have like a little pouch. They said they were worried that I was going to be like upset because he's like a purebred or whatever. I'm like, no, he's not he's a fancy dog, but he's not like, that's not why I got him.
Yeah.
They're like, just so you know, he's going to have a little bit of a pouch. I'm like, oh, dude, that's good for him, dude, because he really loves his nuts.
Damn, he's got a fat sack on him.
Dude, you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's like he's so furry that you don't really see it unless you're looking. So when people notice it, everybody assumes Rambo's gender. They're always like, oh, she's so pretty. I'm like, his pronouns are he, him. He's got huge nuts.
Yeah. Have you seen his nuts?
Yeah, dude. So next week, Rambo won't be here.
Damn. R.I.P.
But I think we have a guest next week.
Yeah, we should.
Let's see who we got, and then we're getting out of here. Dude, we've been doing, I said a short episode. Here we are, an hour and 20 minutes later. I talk too much.
Mikey Naps.
Dude, we got Mikey Naps on next week.
Clutch.
So, oh, that's awesome.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm really excited about that. We'll have to get Tyler rescheduled when he's all healed.
Yeah.
He says he's healing pretty quick, so.
No, he is. Yeah, I saw him recently. He looks.
He looks way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good. I'm glad the dude's okay.
Yeah, same.
I'm looking at those one-wheel scooters a whole different way now.
Yeah, I'm never getting on one of those, ever.
I'll never say never.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I'm just not about that shit.
And the good news is the Doylestown Ninja's not buying that motorcycle because when he came to look at it, I'm like, you don't have, this can't be your first bike. You'll die. And I can't be responsible for the Doylestown Ninja dying. Damn. And he took it into consideration.
Well, you did the right thing.
He's going to get a more responsible first vehicle.
That's good.
So next week we got Mikey Naps. I'm excited about that. We haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, man. And I'm moving.
Andrew, huh?
And I'm moving.
You are moving?
Yes, we can talk about that next week too.
Oh shit! Okay.
Doylestown, end of the month.
Wow.
I'm out of Yardley, dude. It's gonna be Williamsburg 2.0. I'm fucking out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just had time to change.
Wow.
But yeah, got a good slew of guests coming up. We booked a lot of guests. Excited about that. Some people we don't know, some people we do. This was a good little episode. I feel like this was more for me and you hanging out than
I know.
the listeners. So if you guys laughed, I don't remember what we talked about.
Fucking, I don't even know.
Yeah, recap: Buc-ee's, the South,
Cars,
Prohibition, 80s Porsches. Rambo's getting his nuts taken.
There you go.
And don't get on one wheels without a helmet.
Do not do that.
But if you do and you crash, you got to send us pictures.
Yes, so we can talk about it.
So, hit the subscribe button. Subscriptions are going up. Lets us know we're doing a good job. Everybody's, we're getting good feedback from people that listen. We've got some religious listeners. And then I feel like we hit some new people every now and then when we get guests. We're up to, 77 subscribers on YouTube. Need that to get up to a hundo.
Yeah.
It's taking its time.
Taking its time. Check the other episodes out too.
Share them with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
If you find us funny, let us know. If you don't, let us know. Either way, we're probably not reading the comments, so we might not see it. But thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.